Hey guys, welcome back. It's Melody, and today we have a home improvement video on how to install a clear container store shelf. I want to cover all the bases because knowing how to cook basic food and knowing how to install your own curtains and your own shelves, things like that, can be really empowering because sometimes your spouse might get busy or you're going to be alone, or maybe your parents didn't cover all the bases. So this is a great little primer so that you can just get the confidence, or at least the inspiration, to just go ahead and do it. So it only takes 10 minutes. I use a mini cordless drill and I really recommend it, especially if you're female or if you're just a really skinny guy. But basically, I really like having a lightweight stuff around the house because when things are lightweight, then it encourages me to just get the job done. Lightweight cordless drill is great because it's easy to store, which is really great for apartments, but it also is easy on your arms. Also, you're going to be using a 3x16 drill bit for this project, and I just wanted to show you how to load a drill. So we have the 3x16, and basically, if you've never owned a drill, there's one button to turn it on, which is self-explanatory, and there's a button on the side which one tightens and one loosens. So you got to figure out which one does what. It's really easy to figure out. You just hold the top press down, squeeze it, and then hit the on button. So that's clearly the tighten. The metal part in the center is coming out, so that means it's tightening. Now it's too tight, so it's not going to fit. So I need to loosen it some. So I'm going to hit the button back the other way. Hit the button this way to loosen it up. There we go. So when I am going to put my drill bit on, I try to get it about exact because you're going to have to be holding it while you're putting your, so that's almost exact. So that was pretty good. So you're going to have to be holding you're going to have to be holding the front, you're going to have to be holding the drill bit and turning the on button. So you're doing three things with two hands. So you want to get it as close as you can get it. So I'm going to hold it and wait for the clicking sound. I'm going to squeeze the top and wait for the clicking sound, and then that's when I know I'm good to go. There we go. That was really easy. So we're going to hit it back the other way because you want to make sure you hit it back the other way, the button in the center, because if you don't, you're not going to be drilling through the wall. It's just going to be treading dust. You're good to go. And then when you want to take it out, you're going to loosen it up. You're going to hit the button this way. To loosen it up, you're going to hold the top and squeeze it, and it's gonna fall out. So it's very easy. This is the hardest part though. Loading the drill bit and holding up the shelf while you're screwing it in are the two hardest parts of the project. But the parts that you really want to focus on is making sure it's level and making sure you measure twice because otherwise you're going to have lots of holes in your wall and you're going to be filling up holes on your free time a lot. So you want to make sure that everything's level and everything is measured twice. So use the ruler on your level and make sure it is exact. Once you put the dots on the wall, measure it with your ruler and measure the holes on the back of the shelf. Make sure it's exact because even just a little bit off can cause a lot of problems. So we're going to get right into this project. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if this is second nature for you, this is just a primer or just a way to get to know me a little bit better because it is a vlog form. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to install this clear shelf that I got from the container store. It's only $13, and so I have two of these in my house so far, but this is the last one to go up. So we have the anchors and we have the screws, which I bought it also at the container store. Number 4 and number 8. We're going to use the 3x16 drill bit. 3x16. So I've already loaded it up because I just installed the other one last night. Basically you need to focus on these two buttons on the side. It goes in and out. One of them tightens and one of them loosens it up. So where I want to put this is right about here so that I can open the curtain easily. So let me mark it and see if there's going to be any studs in the way. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this over with the level. I'm going to put the level on top to make sure my dots are going to be level. Then I'm going to put the pencil into the holes and mark it onto the wall. So once I take it down, I'm going to measure how far these holes are out, and I'm going to measure the holes on the wall because you want to measure twice. You don't want to just start drilling away and then have to patch up holes like it happens to me too many times. So we'll just get through this, guys. You can probably not even see it, but I put basically 2 dots on the wall. So with the level, I just measured it twice and it is exact. The holes are exactly apart. You can't see them on the wall, but it's exact. Make sure that there's no studs in the wall that we're going to be drilling into. So I'm going to use my stud finder and I'm going to go across the wall to make sure that where I want to put it, it's not going to be hitting any studs. There's a stud there. So I'm going to go ahead and drill away. We've got our holes in the wall, so we're going to put our anchors in. We've got our anchors in, so now all we've got to do is screw our screws in. It's good if you just lay everything out ahead of time so you're not looking for stuff. I don't keep my tools in a toolbox because I'm weak as all heck. So if I keep my tools in a toolbox, I'm not going to be lugging it everywhere. I'll literally get a migraine on the way to the site. So I just keep all of my tools in a drawer in the living room and call it a day. But if you have a toolbox and you've got some muscle, you can just keep it all so you can transport it easily. When I'm doing a project, I really only need 5 to 10 tools per project, so there's really no point lugging every single tool in my box. I'm not doing major stuff. Just hanging curtains or hanging shelves or hanging, you know, those mini shelves that I keep all my stuff on. These mini shelves right here. These mini shelves. You'll need anchors and screws. And so that's basically all that I hang. Anything that requires a lot of lifting, like mirrors, that's not a good idea, especially if you're a female. Especially that mirror. Don't mind the mess. Especially that mirror. That mirror right there. Oh my freaking gosh. It was one of the most difficult mirrors of all time to put up. That heavy mirror was actually easier to put up. Anyway, I would just keep the mirrors light because mirrors are hard to put up and they're hard to clean over time, so just stick to shelves. I thought it was going to be my Axo Pops when I was a younger person, but really curtains make a house look amazing. So a lot of people in this complex, they don't have curtains yet. They just use blinds. And the thing about blinds is it can look so cluttered. You know, it's so beautiful to be able to look out your window and almost nothing is blocking. Obviously, there's a little bit of window here, but it's just a nice, beautiful view. You get the most view of everything, and the most light comes through and makes it just look so dreamy. Everything in the house looks 10 times better when you have curtains, and also the way they filter in light makes it look so nice. They're so much easier to open than blinds. Blinds collect so much dust. Curtains, you can just wash them. So I think curtains are probably my favorite luxury of any luxury in the entire house, because it really does, sunshine really does make your mood and makes everything look more beautiful. I love curtains. Anyways, let's get back to putting this up. So I'm going to go ahead and screw these in. When you're screwing these in, you have to hold up the clear shelf. I'm going to wipe this and make sure there's no fingerprints on the back before I put it up for good. Okay guys, I tightened the screws and I held this up while I was doing it so that I could put the screws in. That's probably the hardest part actually, is holding up the shelf, especially if it's a big shelf, and trying to get the screw into the anchor. The true mark of your work is when you put the level on and it's level. Yes, that means your shelf is straight. So all we need to do is just wipe the shelf down. This is the most rewarding feeling when everything's level. There's nothing more frustrating as you do all this work and the holes are the wrong space apart. If it's not level, oh well. Hopefully nobody will be able to tell. I'm just kidding. I think this took me less than 10 minutes. It feels really great when you're done because you get to see your handiwork. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this off and put the plant on. The true test is to see if it will hold up pat, because pat is heavy as all heck. Oh wow, it holds up pat perfectly. The shelf is pretty sturdy, so I can keep this plant on here and fill it with water and there should be no problems. So it looks awesome. A clear shelf was the perfect solution. So if you guys like this video, definitely give it a like in the down bar. Of course, I'll have everything as thorough as I possibly can write it because I want you guys to know every step of the way. I am loving the spring. Anyway, I will have plenty of other little chore videos like this. Being self-sufficient is one of the most rewarding things because you can handle anything life throws your way and save a lot of money while you're at it. So I hope you like this video, and I will see you in the next minimalist organization video. Thanks for watching. Guys, look what I just got in the mail. Fit pregnancy. Do they know something that I don't know? Like, what is the deal? Some people told me in my other video, in my mail video, that I should call all these companies and tell them to start sending me stuff, but I literally get mail for 4 different names. My mailman is always giving me other people's mail, so that will literally never work. But in Europe, you can just put on the box that you don't want any junk mail, and voila, no more junk mail. But now I'm getting fit pregnancy magazines. What in the Sam Hill? It is a beautiful day, so I'm gonna go walking.